Hello there, let's go ahead and do a quick check deck tech on Golbez Crystal Collector. Gotta be honest here guys, I have never played Final Fantasy. I'm very limited knowledge as far as the lore goes, which pretty much goes to I play Smash Bros and I know Cloud's good. But when I tell you that when I saw this card, I literally jumped out of my chair, I am not even exaggerating at all. Golbez is a 2 mana in my favorite color combination, blue and black. And whenever an artifact, not non-token artifact, any artifact enters the battlefield, you surveil 1. Then at the beginning of your end step, you get to rehandimate something as long as you have 4 or more artifacts. And then, if you have 8 or more artifacts, you get to do damage equal to the power of that creature. So there's a couple ways to build this. You can build this classic blue-black, mill yourself, reanimate things with some artifact stuff going on. As kind of a sub-theme, or you can do it the cool way, which is artifact theme because I'm a dirty artifact player and I love that. So I wanted to trigger this first surveil ability as many times as possible. Now the easiest way to do this is with artifact tokens because you can basically poop out an artifact token whenever you do anything else in this game at this point. Treasures are obviously the most powerful. My favorite are clues because I like drawing cards, and this guy, holy crap, he breaks the whole deck. Unshakable Tail when he enters lets you surveil 1, and you also surveil 1 at the beginning of your upkeep, which in a deck like this you want to be surveilling as much as possible. The important line is this second paragraph here that says whenever 1 or more creatures are put into your graveyard from your library, such as from surveilling or milling, you investigate. Now investigating makes a clue token, which is an artifact, which means you surveil again. If you play this guy and surveil a creature to the graveyard, then you investigate again, and then you surveil again. And if that's a creature, then you investigate again, and then you surveil again. This creates a really cool value engine that'll end you with a lot of clues to easily trigger both parts of this last ability. And the whole point is that you're surveilling creatures to the graveyard, which means you're going to have some target for Golbez in the graveyard, whether it's big or just for value. Plus, give you the card draw you need to find anything else, or if you find something you really want on the top of your library, you can activate the clues at instant speed and go ahead and pull them off the top. Add in a card like Enhanced Surveillance, which is only 10 cents by the way, that lets you surveil an extra 2 cards whenever you surveil. Now you're surveilling 3 instead of 1 whenever an artifact enters the battlefield, which means you triple your chances of hitting a creature with Unshakable Tail. When I built this deck there was about 30 creatures, which means I was pretty likely to hit that creature about every time. But the thing is, you don't even have to surveil your whole deck to the graveyard this way. You just surveil as many times as you possibly can. Get this guy into the graveyard with power and toughness equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. You should have enough artifacts to trigger Golbez's second ability. And even if you only get 20 or even 10 cards in the graveyard, you do that much damage to each opponent at the end of turn. And then just get them in the graveyard again. You could do it again the next turn. And all that isn't even mentioning the other way that I build this deck, which is kind of silly, which is the discard this huge guy that I'm never going to cast and shoot you for 7 every turn. Suddenly the Draft Shaft Island Cyclers and Swamp Cyclers that you've had sitting in your binder for no reason are really, really good because you just get a land to your hand every single turn and shoot someone for 5, 6, or 7 damage. The link to my Mox Field is right here. Like and follow, see you in the next one.